What it do, people? Is the MMA guy today doing a video on this new situation. I'm gonna be ranting on the Pereira potential Pereira Jon Jones matchup. You know what? How stupid that sounds. So I'll be going over the three main reasons as to why this fight should be. Well, actually, four main reasons as to why this fight shouldn't happen. And by the way, the only reason why we're thinking of that fight right now is because of these old ads, old fat retired Chael Sonnen, man, always yapping about stuff on his flipping podcast. He does a he'll do a video. It'll be called Jon Jones versus Pereira, and then it'll be like, but Jon Jones is a great wrestler, man. And Aspinall had that one touch power, and he's never gonna tell you who he thinks win because he's just there to get views and bait you into watching until he actually says what he thinks. He's literally clip farming. This is what's happening. He's an old dead clip farming in that. Shout out Chael Sonnen, but I hate this talk, and I hate DC as well for his Jon Jones Pereira talk. Okay, now the first reason. Alex is a light heavyweight champ. He was a middleweight champ. He could take three belts. He's one fucking punch away from three belts, okay? And these guys, okay, here's the thing. They're fighting at heavyweight. They both don't have a belt at heavyweight. If you tell Alex Pereira, and you look at him and you tell him, listen, Jon Jones 38 years old. It's not going to give you much of a. It's not going to give you a bigger legacy than actually beating Tom Aspinall. And also, we're not going to give you the pay-per-view point from your belt if you don't fight for the championship. He's not going to take the fight. If you just give him that second point, actually, you tell him, we're not going to give you the pay-per-view point because you're not fighting in your weight class. Unless you're fighting for the championship, we won't give them to you. He's not going to take the fight. This is a money grab, and people are trying to gaslight you into thinking that this is a phenomenal fight. 38-year-old Jones was getting touched up by Stipe. Oh, yeah, man. I think Pereira probably wins that fight. I don't care for it. I don't want to see it. Okay? Pereira could become a three-division champion if he beats Tom Aspinall, who leaves his chin in the air, but he also has that touch of death. And he has great grappling. So he's stylistically favored. He's much bigger. But Pereira got that touch of death. And he's a better technical striker. And so we'd have to see how that plays out. That's an exciting, extremely lethal fight. Let's do that. We have a perfect heavyweight matchup ahead of us. Why would we take a guy that was out of the pool to duck another fighter? Anyway, we'll just go to the second reason now. Jon Jones is a duck. If he wants to fight again, he will fight Aspinall, nothing else. If Gon beats Aspinall, if this, if that happens, first off, if Gon beats Aspinall and Almeida beats Volkov, that's the match. Also, Gon is not going to beat Aspinall. Well, I keep coming back to this. I think that Gon has underrated chances of beating Aspinall, but I think when it comes to the grappling, he's probably going to get folded by a pretzel, and he doesn't have finishing abilities. So, I mean, I do see it. I don't see him winning anyway, even if he's able to take the shots and stuff. If Aspinall starts grappling and then the grappling opens up the striking, I think Aspinall is just a higher tier fighter. And if he does, just make if Jon Jones really want to come back, okay. If Jon Jones can't, you cannot allow Jon Jones to pick a fight against Pereira, which he would probably lose. But we don't want one of those fights where I actually thought he might lose against Cyril Gane. I thought, well, he's gonna be smaller and this. Aspinall's grappling, anti-grappling completely sucked in that fight. Pereira's anti-grappling worked at light heavyweight against Ankalaev. Would it work again? More than likely. If it doesn't, I'd be pissed because I don't want to allow if Jones. Okay, here's my thing. Unless it's against Aspinall, any fight that Jones has at least 20% of chances of winning and making fools out of us, we're not allowing. This guy's a steroid cheat. He cheated 4 times, fucking beat his wife, fucking hit a pregnant lady in a car. We've been forgiving this guy. We've been like, oh yeah, but he's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. Well, if you're a good fighter, that's all. That's the only value this guy provides to society. We're not giving him our money for stupid matchups. We're giving him our money in a matchup where we might see him get absolutely destroyed. This is the only use we have for this guy as of this moment, and it is to be a stepping stone for Tom Aspinall. We don't want to see a retirement fight for Pereira and against Jon Jones. No one cares for that. I don't care for that. If it happens now, if it doesn't happen, and Jon Jones just never fights again in 25 years, I would never look back on this and be like, oh man, it's such a shame that we didn't get Pereira versus Jones. No, man, fight Aspinall or fight no one. Third reason, and I have a fourth one as well, but third reason now why I don't want this fight to happen. Tom Aspinall is the captain now. He is the heavyweight, the apex predator at heavyweight. I mean, he's putting people out cold. He's putting Pavlovich, while on a huge fight win streak, 81-inch reach, everything, put him out cold. Put Curtis Blade out cold. Staple in the top 5. Not crazy great fighter, I mean, or anything. But, we have good prospects coming up. And I think Tom Aspinall is going to he's going to be the captain for a while. I think he's probably going to beat Jailton Almeida. I think Jailton might be able to take him down, win the first. But then Jailton's probably going to slow down, have more trouble getting the fight down. And then, boom, Aspinall KOs him. That's the best case scenario I see with the Jailton Almeida. And so I would love to see this fight. I would love to see Tom Aspinall fight these guys. If he doesn't fight Pereira, because Pereira doesn't want to go up to heavyweight unless he fights Jon Jones. We don't want that to happen. And so I'm looking forward to seeing Tom Aspinall versus Gon, Tom Aspinall versus Almeida in a couple fights if he keeps being promising. Mario Pinto. I mean, I see these guys at heavyweight that are the heavyweight division's getting better slightly. I mean, we can do a Derek Lewis matchup in the meantime if he racks up a 1 or 2 other good solid wins. I mean, who did Derek Lewis KO? Was it the Talexin Tex? Yeah, that's a young prospect. We need an actual staple win. If he wins a rematch against Volkov or something like that, then we can have that. So this is pretty much this is what I see for this. And honestly, I don't want to see a Jon Jones versus Pereira fight because I think the fight itself could be okay. Fight itself could be good. But Jon Jones does not deserve the chance at beating a modern champion that isn't Tom Aspinall. He has ducked him past years. Imagine how disrespectful to Tom Aspinall it is if they make a Jon Jones versus Pereira fight. They allow Jon Jones to fight in his weight class, but against someone else. Imagine how disrespectful to the current champion of the organization this is. No. You do Tom Aspinall, you do nothing. For both of them, by the way. Unless Pereira wants to fight someone else that's ranked. Someone like Volkov or something. A matchup before fighting Tom Aspinall, which, by the way, would never do. But unless that I'm fine with as well. Anyone but Jon Jones. And fourth reason, there is no fourth reason. Thank you for watching this. I hope you agree because it's the only right answer. There is no, oh man, you're hating on Jon Jones. I am hating on Jon Jones. I'm hating on the guy that's been that was booked to fight, that was given the money that he took, that he wanted to fight Aspinall, and he still docked him out of fear. This is a scaredy cat who's trying to fight a guy coming up a weight class and everything. He's trying to have these preferable matchups. Everything. Oh, I think that would add more to my legacy. He said that at a certain point, like a guy who's a champion against Tom who fought nobody. Tom's a champion now. You can, if you beat him, you can add him as a champion to your resume. He's beaten championship caliber level of opponent. He's sub Volkov in the first round. He's beaten. He's beaten Curtis Blade, who has challenged for the belt. He's beaten. I mean, he's beaten. He's beaten Tybura, Spivak. He's beaten all of those guys in the top 10. He's beaten 8 out of the top 10 fighters. Think about it. He's beaten Pavlovich as well when he was on a huge tear. For the interim, literally because Jon Jones wasn't there. Pavlovich was a proper title challenger at the time when he beat him. And he did. So, no fourth reason. Thank you for watching. Hope you like. Comment, subscribe, tell me what you think about this. And I hope we're on the same page that this is bullshit, that we will never allow this. If they stream this, boycott it. Boycott it. Well, it's going to be the UFC White House card. It's going to be tough to boycott, but I don't know what we can do. We need to do something as MMA fans if this fight is booked. Or if this fight is even rumored to be booked. Anything like that, we should shut down real quick. So can't let them get away with this. So thank you for watching, and until next time.